It was red. Now it's blue. An object from outside our solar system, traveling at 124,000 miles per hour, just did something no scientist expected. It changed color, exploded in brightness, and vanished behind the sun. NASA went silent for months. Some started asking, is it really a comet or could it be controlled?
Look, I know what you're thinking. Here comes another alien conspiracy theory. But here's the problem. 3I Atlas isn't behaving like any other object we've ever observed. And when I say any, I'm including the other two interstellar visitors that have passed through here. 1I Oumuamua, 2I Borisov. All of them came from outside our solar system. All of them passed by only once. But Atlas, it's playing by completely different rules. So tell me something. Why would a comet change color? Why would it explode in brightness right when it was heading toward the sun? And more importantly, why did NASA, ESA, and even China's space agency stop talking about it for months? The answer to these questions will make you question everything you thought you knew about what's traveling through our solar system right now.
It all started on July 1st, 2025. Astronomers detect an object. It's not from Jupiter, not from Saturn, not even from the Oort cloud, that frozen region at the edge of our solar system. This object came from another star system, the third interstellar visitor in history, 3I Atlas. Now, let's understand what interstellar means. When you see the letter P in front of a comet, like Halley, for example, it means periodic. Every 76 years it comes back, passes close to Earth, says hi, and continues on its way. It's predictable, it's known, it's comfortable. But when you see the letter I, like in 1I Oumuamua, in 2I Borisov, and now in 3I Atlas, it means that object is just passing through. It wasn't born here. It doesn't come back. One single chance to observe it, and then goodbye. Forever. That's why when Atlas was detected, every telescope on the planet turned toward it. Hubble, James Webb, the best ground-based telescopes. The mission was clear. Find out where it came from, what it's made of, and answer the question that nobody wants to ask out loud, but that a respected Harvard professor had the courage to raise. What if this object were a spacecraft? What risk would we be facing? This same question was asked about Oumuamua back in 2017, and you know what happened? Science proved that it was just a normal comet. End of story. But Atlas isn't making the answer that easy.
October 3rd, 2025. The Perseverance rover is there on Mars, doing its job, when suddenly it captures this on its cameras. An elongated object, shaped like a tic-tac, passing at high speed. NASA was quick to explain, Perseverance's cameras weren't designed to photograph moving objects, especially so far away and traveling so fast. It's like trying to photograph a glowing object with your camera on slow shutter. The result? A streak in the photo. Makes sense, but here's the problem. After that photo on Mars, Atlas disappeared completely. And it's not because it left, it's because it was positioned behind the sun relative to Earth. It'd be like trying to see a bee flying behind a wall. Impossible. Even with super binoculars, you need to wait for it to appear on the other side. So okay, makes sense, rational explanation. But here's where things get weird. When Atlas finally appeared near the sun,
3 special telescopes managed to observe it: Stereo A, SOHO, and GOES 19. And what they saw changed everything. First, the brightness. Atlas was getting brighter. Okay, that's normal when a comet approaches the sun. Heat sublimates the ice, creates that beautiful tail. No big deal. But between September and October 2025, the brightness exploded. It wasn't a gradual increase, it was vertiginous, much more intense than Borisov, much more than Oumuamua. And then comes the second anomaly: the color. Remember what I said at the beginning? It was red dust, normal for comets. But in September, it developed a green halo, and then it turned blue. Scientists analyzed the light, detected something called a mitogen, NH2. One nitrogen atom bonded to 2 hydrogen atoms. And you know where we find a mitogen? Organic compounds, amino acids, proteins, the fundamental building blocks of life. Now, before you run off screaming aliens, hold on. A mitogen also exists in synthetic materials and can be formed naturally in space. But the question remains, why this sudden and dramatic increase? Astronomers have 2 main theories. Theory 1, delayed sublimation. When Atlas was far from the sun, carbon dioxide was sublimating and cooling the nucleus. This suppressed the water. But as it got closer, the heat finally activated the water. Boom! Explosion of activity. Theory 2, strange nuclear properties. This is the theory that makes scientists uncomfortable. Atlas's nucleus might have anomalous composition, strange shape, different structure, characteristics it may have acquired in its original host system or during its long interstellar journey. October 29th, 2025, Atlas reaches perihelion, its closest point to the sun, 1.36 astronomical units, about 126 million miles. To give you an idea, Earth is 1 astronomical unit from the sun. So Atlas passed pretty close. And now it's December 2025. It's returning to our night skies, and nobody knows what's going to happen. It could continue brightening, it could stabilize, or it could fade rapidly, because passing so close to the sun, it probably lost part of its mass.
Look, here's what I want you to understand. It doesn't matter if 3I Atlas is a comet, spacecraft, or anything else. What matters is what it represents. We spend our entire lives looking at our cosmic backyard: sun, planets, moons, asteroids, everything predictable, everything mapped, everything safe. But every once in a while, something crosses through our system from the outside. And every time that happens, we're reminded of an uncomfortable truth. The universe is much bigger and much stranger than our science can explain. The telescopes keep watching, scientists keep analyzing, and Atlas, it continues its journey. Blue, bright, mysterious. Maybe we'll never know all the answers. Maybe Atlas will take its secrets back to the stars. Or maybe, in the coming weeks, when it reappears in our skies, it'll show us something that will forever change what we think we know about what's out there. Until the next untold story, keep your eyes on the sky.